On Take 5, Lieutenant Governor Gavin Newsom answers questions on these hot topics.
I've been here dozens of times over the last few years, so we're making a case that the same case I imagine my opponents are making, that this part of the state needs to be represented equally. And I have no interest in being part of the problem, which is a Democrat that's focused exclusively on the coast. So I am very open to argument, not ideological about it. Staff has recommended one alternative over the other, but there are members of the city leadership and members of the community that feel very differently, and I want to hear from them. We have a lot of challenges that need to be addressed. I was very active in the conversation around the audit and the audit findings, and around my condemnation of the way the office of the president conducted themselves throughout that audit. And we need to see the reforms that she's committed to advanced. If they're not, I may come back with a very different point of view. Well, they're not just Sacramento. They persist and exist everywhere, and I think we have a deeper question that we have to answer. What's going on with men and boys? And what's the one thing all these things have in common? Beyond just sexual assaults, violent crimes, how about mass shootings, dropouts, opioid overdoses? What's going on with our boys and men? What's happening with toxic masculinity? What's happening with hypermasculinity? It's manifested very acutely in terms of what's coming out of the White House. But also it's manifesting in the boardrooms, it's manifesting in Hollywood, it's manifesting in state houses, and obviously in Congress. I support the high-speed rail system, so I don't know why people are afraid of audits, afraid of being more transparent, more accountable. I believe we've got to rebuild a little bit of trust on this system in order to actually get this thing down to, over the Tehachapis and the San Gabriel Mountains, where we promised we would get it when I and others were out there advocating for the high-speed rail and the original bond.